I miss how it used to be. You were the only one that I could see. You know I love you, whatever you do. And you know that I've always got your back. I'm trying to tell you that I miss you. The way that you sing in the car, like hearing where you are, driving to work or to school, and doing everything you do. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I miss you. I know I've done a lot of bad things to you, but give me one more chance and I will make it up to you. You know it would mean a lot, I'm giving it all that I've got. I'd do anything for you, anything that you want me to. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I'd do anything for you, and I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Yeah. Yes, I miss you.
Hello, good morning, and grand rising, wherever you might be in the world. What up? It's me, Archer. Welcome, welcome. I was going to do my usual morning meditation personal card pull, and when I sat down to meditate this morning, I started getting titles, much like I do. I work my tarot readings like how Paul McCartney talks about how they figured out 8 days a week that he was driving to John's house, and the cab driver, he asked the cab driver, "How you been doing?" Cab driver says, "Oh, been busy, mate. Been working 8 days a week." As soon as Paul got to John's house, he's like, "Right, I got the title. Let's write a song." So as I started meditating, I was told to do this for everybody. So even though it was going to be like my just morning pull on the world and everything that's going on, it's for all of us now. So it's a fan message. Whatever sign you or your person is, anything like that, it'll totally resonate. And welcome in. Thank you. Hi, Vanilla Dreams. Thank you for the gifts. If you did like the introduction song, that is one of my originals called I Miss You. And the link to it's available in the description, also pinned in my bio. Help self, along with the short that explains the 5 stages of a separation phase and much more. All right. Please hype the reading. If you're new, welcome. I'm Archer. Feel free to subscribe and be a part of the family. We'd love to have you here. And if you aren't getting notified, like as the ticker down below says, if you're not getting notified when I go live, tap on your bell and then change the setting from either no or personalized to all, and then you get notified. All right. I do an all signs every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern, plus individual sign readings, fan messages, pick cards, coffee and cards, all the good stuff. So subscribe, be a part of the fam. And hello. Even if you just leave a comment down below with some emojis to keep your personal life private, I appreciate it. It does help the channel, drives the family on the interwebs, and allows us to connect with everybody. All right. Oh, it was definitely written by a Cancer Southern girl. What up? How you doing? Melissa Justice sitting on the dock of the bay. What up, Randy? All right. You all ready? K Royale, you down? D, what up, D? Angela, Cam. Hi, Cam. How in the world have you been, you awesome Sagittarius youth? Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Spinny hugs and prayers in your direction. Donna, you too, and all of us. Prayers and blessings for an amazing weekend ahead, or whenever you find this reading, whenever it popped into your algorithm and you clicked on to come and hang out with us. Divine timing as always. So, hi. All right, so let's begin. Let's tap in, tune in, and see what we've got for a collective all signs fan message. All right, God, why did you call us all here today? What's up? What's going on? Give me 2 shuffles for the family. If your hope and faith is being tested, I'm going to tell you how to pass the test. Because I used to make a lot of money in high school. Maybe not. I don't know who's asking. It doesn't matter. Selling test answers. What? I don't care. Let's go. All right, give me 2 shuffles. Let's do it to it. Ready, infinite faith? Ready, Cap and go? All right, let's go. And many prayers and blessings to Melissa, our awesome modest with the mostest from Sunshine Intuitive Tarot, on her travels up here to Michigan to help the family. All right, let's go. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck. Sloppy shuffle. Let's love this deck for the family's energy check. Here we go. What you want to talk about, God? Let's go. Overall energy is the Judgment card. All right. The Judgment card, Scorpio energy, talks about looking inward and judging yourself or not judging yourself so harshly. Maybe it's like we have people losing the hope and faith that things will work out between you and your person. Also with the Hangman and the Wheel of Fortune, though, to the 3 of Cups, maybe some of you guys are even single and don't have much hope left for finding real love in today's world, right? With how people behave combined with what you've been going through, it's kind of, it's left you doubting yourself and giving yourself kind of like a bad rap in your own mind with that Judgment card. All right. So let's tap in and see where it goes. Here we go. Give me 7 cards for a fan message. 6 of Wands. No, maybe I don't need the other cards. So in other words, you're going to pass this test. Maybe it's just because Archer's got the cheat sheet. I don't know. 9 of Pentacles. There's our energy for our singles. Virgo and Leo is here. You, your person could be one. Capricorn comes in on the 2 of Pentacles, which does talk about uncertainties on which way to go when having to make a decision. All right. But trying to take the most balanced and mature approach to the outcome. The Ace of Swords, the 2 of Wands. Some of you guys could be born on the 22nd or seeing repeating 1s or 2s. 222 is here especially, and it's very strong and prominent because the next card out is the 2 of Cups. All right. That leads us to the High Priestess. Mary Magdalene shows up. Cancer, Pisces energy, Aries. Okay, so far you're a person. Could be a Leo or a Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Aries, Pisces, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. I'm going to put it in the big 4, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus so far, just to establish whom we're speaking with. All right. Hi, Reno. What's up, Tang? All right. So it's like you've been labeled by one bad moment between you two, and the thought plants itself in your mind, and then it grows, right? The Ace of Swords, words that are said without thinking, words that can't be unsaid, right? Normally my hate text in the tarot. So this is a point of communication, but it is a sword energy, Libra energy. And this is the thought that counts, the words that cut, things that are said can't be unsaid, can't be taken back. And like a bad Ace of Swords thought or an Ace of Swords text, an Ace of Swords communication, it can wind up being something that gets locked in and planted into your brain, right? And that thought that grows in your mind, air sign energy, that thought that grows in your mind, it can leave you almost feeling a bit like Doubting Thomas, right? He got a bum rap label too, Doubting Thomas. I wanted to always call him Truthful Thomas. I don't know. But the thing on this is that like Thomas got penned as a doubter, right? 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Thomas got penned as a doubter. And the truth on this here is that Thomas just wanted the truth, right? Just because he wanted to see the nails, or the scars, right? A lot of what some of you guys have went through has left some very big scars inside of your mind, thoughts that are hard to work through, get over, and process, right? That High Priestess on the 2 of Cups does show the red thread theory is still very prominent between you two, okay? So the way you've been treated, the names you've been called, even the mean texts that they would send, it's what led you to having feelings of like imposter syndrome, right? Let me get some more cards on these. Let's start with the top row. And I'm going to use the Light Seers deck for the clarifiers. All right, so give me what you got on the 6 of Wands. Well, asking you shall receive, Archer. De nada. I know, right? Okay. King of Wands, Temperance, the Fool card, and oh my goodness, that's a lot of major arcana. You want to talk about a leveling up or a glow up? Major arcana signify major changes with the King of Wands. So, like, even the name calling was them just kind of projecting their own fears and insecurities about themselves out onto you, right? They keep trying to prove themselves through their accomplishments, all right? Your could be Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus energy, all right? Still feel a little bit of Leo as well. But, like, some of you guys are really into crystals and healing energies because I do see on this Fool card, she's holding a crystal. But the thing on this is, especially with the King of Wands, you've dealt with some players over the years, right? It's the energy that, they keep trying to prove themselves by their accomplishments instead of just being a good, genuine human being, right? More worried about polishing the outside of the cup instead of the inside of the cup. Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Somebody might have a cat. I don't know why the cat thing resonates, but I'm bringing it up. But you know, King of Wands to the Hierophant. Just because they look good on the outside, it doesn't mean that they are on the inside, right? There isn't plastic surgery that can make the soul look any better, right? Maybe, but with the Hierophant, they do have some work to change. Oh. Maybe some of them left you feeling like, you know, somebody feeling bad about their body, or like, because I feel like the vibes of somebody looking into like elective surgery, maybe like somebody is looking into or on like weight loss medications or like Ozempic or something. I do see something about like liposuction and Botox too. Interesting. And something about Dollar Tree resonates. I don't know how that fits in the bill, but maybe somebody just like shopping at Dollar Tree, or you're like there right now or something. I don't know. Anyways, I want to get some more on this. Some of you guys, your person could be life paths number 5s, 9s, or 2s. And definitely you or them could be born on the 20th, 22nd, 21st, 12th, the 11th this year, the 6th, and the 16th, 9th, 19th, and 29th, possibly even the 2nd, the 1st, or the 10th. Page of Swords with the 9 of Swords. They're snooping in the silence because they're still trying to figure out, with the Empress on the 4 of Wands, how they can come back your way. Some of you guys could be dealing with the twin flame or twin flame journey, and some of you guys may have children by this person. But this Page of Swords, not so much about them looking at your social media, liking your shorts and your stories and your posts and that, even though they're doing it from a fake account. The Page of Swords also talks about lessons being learned, all right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, also Aries, Libra, Taurus. So, it's like you just wanted clarity on something, right? Like maybe you asked them like why they didn't reply to something, or maybe you asked them something about their ex, stuff like that, or if they were really even attracted to you. On the Empress card, for those of you that were even a married couples, maybe it was like asking them where did all the money keep going, right? Hey, we got bills to pay. Why do I keep seeing Amazon packages show up at the door? Why do you keep going on that sports betting app? Why do you keep going to the, you know? And then you'd call them out on something, but not in a rude way, right? Because the Empress doesn't act rudely. She's very composed. She's got herself together, right? Nobody puts the Empress in the corner, Dirty Dancing style. So whatever it was, you wanted a calm conversation about it, but then like they went off. And so here we are, right? Libra, Taurus, Gemini energy currently, Sagittarius and Scorpio. There's Aries here, Gemini, Leo, Pisces, and Aquarius comes out. That High Priestess is what leads us in another direction. Because in the 9 of Swords to the Knight of Swords, even in the silence, God is working on both of you guys to level you up so you can pass these tests that the 5 of Wands speak about to get to the 6 of Wands victory that's in your cards, right? Successful lessons learned and the ability to move forward. All right, let's see what we got for a little more on this. Somebody has, like, I don't know why, but something about a tambourine. It's really kind of unique, or a little bit of an individual sign. Hey, Sheltons, what up, what up? Hi, Jana. Thanks for being here, Heather. What you guys up to? All right. The 10 of Swords, a way to overcome the overthinking and find some reciprocity with the 6 of Pentacles, which allows you to walk away from those old mindsets that were getting you down, and literally just as what's discussed in standard Rider-Waite Tarot, leveling up in the 8 of Cups to walk right towards your 9 of Cups, prayers being answered. All right. I like that. So the thing about it is that all those insults, all the name calling, all the things they said during a fight that can't be taken back, you know, once words have been said, those words, it's really hard with the 10 of Swords to the 6 of Pentacles. It's really hard to forgive and get over it and move forward, as people say, right? Those words are even more harsher than sometimes the words that were sent. So the vibes on it, though, is that insults and digs and passive aggressive banter, breadcrumbing that the 6 of Pentacles represents, you know, it's the vibes that those things can't be unheard, they can't be deleted from our memory banks, right? We're not computers. Our brains don't have a delete key. Some of you guys are in higher elevations. You got the ability to black Sharpie marker out memories. That's kind of cool. You know, it's like, I mean, if Thomas hadn't been penned with such a negative title, Doubting Thomas, it's like Thomas just wanted to see the wounds, right? Six Pentacles. It's more of like truthful Thomas, right? Why did that make him Doubting Thomas? He wanted the truth from Jesus, which freaked Simon and Peter out when they showed up at their doorstep, right? And wanting to demand stuff and seeing things. So, you know what? Let's give Simon and Peter some names too. Like, we could go with maybe Scaredy Cat Simon and Paranoid Peter. Yeah. Because it's just like the labels that your person was putting upon you with their little bantering, their little insults, Knave of Cups, the name calling, going right for the juggler, right? Yeah, that's cool. Scaredy Cat Simon, Paranoid Peter. Anyways, but on the Nine of Swords that we saw, that is right over into this Ten of Swords, that allows you to walk away from an older mindset, not a person, but an older mindset, right? And head towards your blessings. And the Nine of Cups, the stuff you pray for, hope for, wish for, and dream for. Pisces energy. Pisces and Taurus is pretty strong right now. What was this? Yeah, Gemini too. Okay. The silence between the two of you guys and the Nine of Swords that builds all of those fears, all of those anxieties, even for those of you that still live together, because maybe you just had a fight. Or even if you haven't spoken to your person in a while due to like no contact, okay, that could go in a whole different direction. It's the vibes that when those doubts are built up in your mind, just like they were in Thomas's, there is that period in the pause. Because remember, Doubting Thomas had to wait 7 days while he walked for 7 miles. And I would walk for 7 miles, and I would walk for 7 more, just to be the man to see the scars in your side and your hands. Anyway, that's fun. Anyways, the Emperor, the Six of Wands, the Chariot, well, high Cancer, Seven of Pentacles brings a little Taurus. Seven, there's the 2 sevens. Oh my God, I got chills. That was a good flex, God. You're a good boss. I don't know why people would even deal with the devil. God's a way cooler boss to flex. 7-7. So the thing on this is there will always be that pause, that awkward silence that brings in those fears and those anxieties. Look, the watch pot never boils on the 7 of Pentacles, right into the 7 of Cups. So the thing on it is that there will always be that pause, that awkward silence after any fight or any reconciliation in order to build the blind hope and faith that the 2 of Swords represents. And out of all these cards here, I don't have the 2 of Swords yet. There's the 2 of Pentacles, there's 2 of Cups, there's 2 of Wands. That means at the moment, there may not be a lot of hope and faith in trusting in the process, right? That's why in traditional Rider-Waite, the 2 of Swords, it's depicted that the person's always blindfolded because it's the blind hope and faith to trust in God's guidance and direction that things are happening for a better cause, okay? But on that, we get to the Ace of Swords, the World card on the Ace of Wands, and a passion that keeps going inside of you guys to overcome all the doubts, the devil energies, the people that knock you and mock you, and to simply not feed the devil and just trust and believe in God in the process. The World card, the Ace of Wands. That's closing a cycle, Hangman to the 6 of Swords, that allows you to start fresh and begin again as we finally enter into the year of the Fire Horse, all right? And that's when the Doubting Thomas energies kind of subside. Ace of Swords, back to that Ace of Swords, which honestly, two Ace of Swords, that would be our 2 swords right there, right? The hope and faith in the process. Trusting that everything going on behind the scenes will bring you guys back together, right? That's the hope and the faith that God asks for. Even if you're single, it is still a test in blind hope and faith that God is preparing just the right person to enter your life and to continue to work and learn how to be a better partner, right? I mean, if you'll sit and watch a tarot reading, right? Why not watch a couple things about how to make yourself feel better, be better, stronger, better, healthier people, right? Find some peace in your own mind so that you don't have to wake up every day being like, oh God, here we go again. Another shot of espresso just to get through the day. But to find that Ace of Wands spark to motivate you through the worst and most trying at times. You're going to blow their mind, though, with your glow up, because this even talks about Saul's conversion, right? Acts 9:4 may resonate to you. which that was when he fell to the ground and heard a voice say to him, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? Some of you guys have been hearing unusual voices that you may not resonate, and it's because you're like, whoa, that's freaking me out a little bit, right? Loud noises. But you are channeling messages that are from your upgrade that you'll start to understand more as we get into the year of the fire horse. Look at the fire horses on the chariot card, right? It propels you towards your blessings, and in the hermit card allows you the time to heal and to come forward in that emperor energy, much like King David or Solomon, to be in that divine couple counterpart, to be the kingdom spouse your person requires so that they come in at a kingdom spouse level, right? So trust that it is happening exactly as it should, and for a very good reason. Because without these silent periods, these separations, the things that are represented in that 5 stages of separation short that I made, it's penned on TikTok and Instagram, and it's also, there's a link to it down in the description box. But it allows you to navigate those 5 stages of separation that the 5 of Cups represents, the 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Wands, right into the 5 of Swords with the 5 stages of grief, right? That when other people show up and cast judgment upon you, to be able to bless their heart and rise above it, puts you into new energy that even while the bullies continue to bully, it doesn't get to you, and they'll just go find the next new shiny object to bully, right? You're on a higher level than some of those people, and choosing and picking your battles and not feeding into the negative energy on the lower levels while focusing your energy towards your person and your own life, it allows you to divert more of the energy towards you and your person, instead of feeding into the negative devil energies of those that wish to just kind of bully you and pick on you, right? Everything that you've gone through is, we wouldn't have the time to level up and glow up in the 7 of Cups without having that on both sides of the connection. You guys would wind up stuck in the same makeup breakup cycle that you've been in with the breadcrumbing and the gaslighting, right? And that's what led you here in the first place. So you don't want to go back to that with them, but do trust you can pass this test in hope and faith so that you are very ready for them to return in the right mindset. And instead of having to dwell on the past or have them get triggered when the past is brought up, you guys can focus on your future together. Or if you're single, you can focus on your future with this new person together, right? Even for my single people, it doesn't matter if it's single and somebody returning or single and something new coming in. It allows you to be ready for that 6 of Wands victory, that we have confirmation that both you and your person can pass with 2 6 of Wands, strong Leo energy. All right, the fixed signs are making an appearance. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Sagittarius and Aries are here. Cancer and Libra, Pisces, Gemini, all 12 signs. It's for you and your person, you know? 6 of Wands squared. You guys could totally pass this test in hope and faith. Trust that it is happening exactly as it's supposed to for the best potential long-term outcome. You guys both passed the test this time, and your hope and faith are being restored behind the scenes as we speak. In the week ahead, you're going to start feeling much better. All right? Remember, you're doing better than you're giving yourself credit for. Believe in yourself, because God does even when you don't. I love that for you guys. I hope this helps. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should just start doing my little morning polls every morning and just make them famous. Anyways, remember, this will resonate to any placement in yours and your person's chart. It is resonating out to all signs. It is for the humans. Okay. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or to check out everything else the Archer Network has to offer, just scan the QR code or check out the link in the description box, also pinned in my bio on TikTok and Instagram. All automated. Prices are listed, availability is listed, book, buy, go for it. Right? And please do hype and like the reading, leave a comment. It means the world to me. It helps get the channel out into the interwebs so that we can all connect and heal everybody together. If hurt people, then why can't healed people heal people? Right? All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out, subscribing, and being part of the family. And until next we meet, I love you. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Have a good day wherever you are in the world. And good night, Mrs. Alabaster, wherever you are.